Grinders, it's your boy Pokerstars, back in the grind, back on Oncoop, guys. I have some pretty big news. If you look at this big table that I'm flashing here, the orange one, this is a $500 buy-in to Oncoop. It was a $25,000 guaranteed tournament. I have a guy here offering me a deal heads up. I have a slight chip lead. We've already been playing for about 10 minutes. There's some things I picked up on that I thought I had an edge in. So I turned down the deal. As you can see, I had some other things going on. We were playing for $3,300 plus another Oncoop title. I'll show you some key spots. We won't watch the whole thing. This goes on quite a bit. Over here is GG $100 tournament. We were doing good in that. Above it, right above it, was a trophy event, $300 buy-in, and then we had a couple small Oncoop ones. So me and this guy were talking back and forth. Basically, he said he asked for a deal. I said no, thank you. And then later he told me he asked for a deal because he was on 4 or 5 final tables or something like that. Don't know if that was true or not, but I do know I was actually on a GG, and then I saw him in the lobby. He has the same name, and I saw him in the lobby, and he sells action and seems like he's like a solid reg type of thing. So he does battle in the 500s, just not too often. And I don't label him like a crusher, like a killer. So I figured I'd rather take the spot. Certain people, I'd have no problem taking a deal with to lower variance, but I thought I should gamble. So that's what we did. He ends up making 2 really big calls, and you can decide. And from the outside, sometimes it's easy to say yes, but think about the spot. It's for $3,300 plus a title and pressure. So you'll see I put him in the blender in a couple of spots. I was flashing my mouse around. Online people tend to do this. There is like some I've just heard of it. Apparently there's some programs where people can see where your mouse goes and they can know where you're bet. So I see all the top pros move their mouse around. So sometimes when I'm in big spots, I just move my mouse around. I don't know if it does anything, but sometimes it makes me feel a little better. So a lot of times when you see my mouse just kind of moving sideways and sideways, I'm trying to make sure no one's using any fancy programs. I don't know enough of Pokerstars or GG Poker to pick up on this stuff, but when I see like a lot of the team pros still constantly do it and they have more information than I have, I figured you can't lose anything by doing it, right? Besides getting tired with your hand. Other than that, is just if it has a small chance of saving you. I wasn't thinking about calling here. I just more so was slowing him down if he wants to if he is in a nervous spot doing on a slimy draw. Maybe he'd rethink doing it next time. Just slowing down. Pocket fives on the other table. We had a flip here for a bounty. I don't remember how that one went. Okay, so we're even in chips. So like I said, we've won 2 tournaments. What I'm going to do though, guys, this goes on for 10 minutes. I'm actually going to close this because I have one more video to show you guys about the heads up match. It was a battle. Oh, I don't know what the heck I just pressed. So let's watch this one. This was on a break here. I love what GG Poker does on their break. I was chip leader, but they show you the here. We can pause and look at this, guys. Okay, so we were playing for second place was $4,300. First place was $7,600. So literally $3,300. I bought in 3 times, anyways, I decided to not take the deal. Okay, I'll fast this up a little bit. Here we got the straight. I don't think it lasts too long now. He's got a slight lead on me. And the good thing is I was trying to play fast while these other tables were still on break. I asked if he would play during the break, and he said he didn't want to. So I was sitting here waiting because I figured if I can get a game or 2 while I'm focused, it's probably in our best interest. $10-8 suited. You can do. Sometimes with like these hands that people constantly raise with 3-bet, I take different lines. You kind of mix it up here. I'm seeing this for the first time too, so I'm just seeing how I played. So I'm a little quiet, kind of watching. That 10-8 I could have maybe called there. Just a pretty big bet there, and to call it off there with no spade. Getting a little bored here. So we 3-bet A7 suited, standard play. Oh, he did jam here as far as I remember. And I'm pretty sure you could call it off, but I thought I'm still 40 big blinds. I see a lot of tournament regs when they get heads up, they're just happy to call any ace off like 20-30 bigs. And like I know a chart's fine too, but you have so much more play in that for like I play spin and goes, you know, we're constantly under 25 big blinds. You don't have to just call it off with any ace, like unless you have a lot of history. Like you have time to wait for better spots. You know, if you lose the game, you wonder if you would have called in those spots. But like you're hoping he's jamming what they're like king queen suited, king jack. You know, if anything, a weaker ace, which is going to be hard. Stuff like that, right? A small pocket pair that you're flipping, but the $300 tournament above it we got back. So let me just see here, 7-6. Okay, guys, this is a big hand right here. Jack 6 suited here. Okay, look at the orange table. He raises, we defend. We have a flush draw, a couple other backdoors here. He does a standard C bet, is a continuation bet. I call. He did half pot though. The half pot was different to me. He sized it up here. As far as I remember, he went 6 or 7 big blinds, so 7 big blinds. And we're gonna pause this, guys. Okay, so I have a semi bluff here. Okay, what am I putting him on? I didn't think he was overly strong, so I thought if he doesn't have like a king queen, queen ace, it'd be hard to call those queens. I'm blocking some flush draws that combinations that he could be raising ace suited with. I'm blocking 6-7, but also I have an open end, so I have not just a combo draw. I'm blocking a lot of the calls hands he can call with, so that means I have a lot of fold equity. If he doesn't have the nutted hands, then it's hard for him to call here. So I was factoring all that of my semi bluff. He called with queen 7, guys. Queen 7. Like, put yourself for $3,300. Are you making that call? Just always willing to call it heads up with top pair, maybe. But we don't get there, guys. So I turned down the deal. We get $4,300 for second place. It would have been a third title. If I would have took the deal, we would have got half of $3,300. So whatever that is, $1,700 or $1,650 or something like that. Because we were tied when he asked for it. So that was unfortunate. I had nothing else. I bubbled the trophy event. So I've been recapping Coop for you guys. So leaderboards, there's some Coops going on right now. I've been busy the entire day, and I can never play during the day like this. I have some plans this evening. I will jump barn later. We're now in third place, but like I've been saying in these videos, guys, so we were in second. We're down to third, but we're right in the hunt. If we would have won that, we'd probably be in first. But if you look at the schedule, there's people playing right now but the big one tonight is $1,000 buy-in, $60,000 guaranteed, and it is a trophy event. There's some satellites going on right now, but I'm literally doing this video and I have to go. So tonight is a big one. I can't play when they first start, so it's almost it's a disadvantage if I do satellite, because they don't let you pick. If I satellite into it, they blind you out if you're not playing, and I can't make the start time. So there's 4 hours of late reg. I'm depending on how many big blinds I get when I late reg. I'll most likely do that as long as I'm not getting nothing for $1,000. There's some other big ones tonight, 35,000 guaranteed. So this is why we call it Oncoop and why you see the excitement with me. Next Sunday, guys, we have 100,000 guaranteed tournament and 150,000. This one here is the main event. This is a $300 buy-in. Not only is it going to be a massive payday, I'm going to guess it's going to be around 30,000 or more to win it, is my guess. But on top of that, guys, it's a trophy, and you get a $20,000 package to Las Vegas that they put you in a $5,000 tournament, and you get your hotel and all that. So if we ever want to use our one time and run hot, there's people in this one trying to win satellites to it. So this is why I've been going hard at it, guys. These buy-ins when this tournament series is over, they just don't come that often. So these are some huge paydays. So I'm hoping to finish off strong here in the series. In the middle of the week, I don't know when the 28th is, we have a 2K. The only problem is these start so early for me, and I can't start at like 4 or 5 o'clock. I have to work and, you know, come home, have dinner with the family and all that kind of stuff. So I'm at a disadvantage for scheduling, but we'll see how we can do here. So I wanted to give you guys an update. We almost had our third victory of this series, but came up short. Let me know, would you have took the deal? You know, there's different thoughts. It's always variance. Anything can happen heads up. I felt like I'm a decent heads-up player. I've built up a bankroll. I did buy in 3 times. I wanted to get some of that money back. So obviously hindsight's 20/20, but I've juggled it in my head if I should have done that or not. But I think with certain players, it depends on who you're facing. So anyways, guys, I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.